Now I'm just gonna take everything off tension into the hip on this side. So remember she said how her knees were sore? I'm gonna draw everything down and in, good, and then get her to breathe. And exhale out, I'm anchoring the rib cage down and I'm taking this oblique off tension. Good, and do it again. And exhale out. Perfect, one more time. Good, and exhale out. And all I'm doing is opening it. Perfect, and relax. And to her, it just felt like I just let go with my hands. Good. Bring that knee up. Okay, try to open your leg up. Perfect, and relax. So I'm just taking the tension off the joint, that's all. And then I want you to try to straighten out your leg. So from your foot, yep, there you go, and relax. Perfect, and then keep relaxing. So I'm gonna hold everything together. How's that feel? So just pumping into the joint, that's all. Taking it through a range of motion, and then I'm actually just gonna get her to contract into it. So I'm gonna hold it all, straighten out your leg, good, and relax, and do it again, and relax. So we just reset those muscle spindles, and then lie onto your back. And then remember how I said we always check at the feet first? So for you guys that are new, see how we can internally and externally rotate that foot evenly. Oh, and actually both sides now. I should have done that first because I'm sure it would have been a little bit tighter at the beginning, but they're both moving now. So I'm just gonna check down. Patella's lined up with tibia. We can see on this side, the patella and the tibia aren't lined up. So then I would just release at the top of the hip on this side, bend your knee. Good. Perfect. And try to pull your knee towards your head. Good, and relax. Just remember, short and specific. So right on the lever, I'm opening up the hip at the back, iliolumbar ligament. Pull your knee in again, letting her create the tension and relax. Good. Take your leg back out. Good. So we can see that they're a little bit closer, and then to take them the rest of the way, we're just gonna turn, reach behind the calf muscle, turn the tibia in, hold. Any pain with that? So again, just being very specific. And turn your foot out. Any pain? And relax. So all I do is take that slack. So again, turn out. And relax. Good. And then I straighten the leg back out and recheck. So you can see each time it's closer. We're gonna leave that at that. Pull your toes towards your head. Good, and relax. Perfect, that's good range of motion. Pull your toes towards your head. Good, and relax. So can you see how this foot, the toes turn in when she turns? So the talus is anterior on this leg. We're gonna hold the tibia, the fibula, gap with the calcaneus. Pull your toes to your head. Good, and relax. And then a little bit of joint play. So I can actually feel as I go through. It's actually the calf muscle has a little bit of a twist. So we're gonna do an internal rotation on this one as well. And go ahead and turn your foot out and relax. So notice that I'm using my body to compress. So I'm always giving her body a sense of safety, that things are tight. And turn your foot out and relax. Good. Okay. And then let's just check your range of motion first. So look to the left. Yep, good. And back to center. And then look to the right. Good, and back to center. Perfect. So we can see, if you guys want to come in closer, that her left ear is coming toward her shoulder. So remember I talked about the pole? So these are the SCMs, these are the trapezius. In order for the front to be short, the back on the right is short. Because you have to think about the twist. So if this is short and tight, then it's pulling like this. This is short and tight, this is long and tight, and long and tight. So we're never gonna release the long and tight, we're only gonna release the short and tight. Because she's hypermobile, remember that we're gonna create pressure first before we release anything. So I'm gonna draw the head down so that I'm creating pressure down to that foot. So I'm shortening this muscle, but I'm shortening it on tension. Then I'm gonna come, or by shortening something that's on tension, it turns it off. So I'm gonna come underneath the SCM into longus coli. I know it's really tender right there. You tell me when that's just pressure. There, is that just pressure now? Yeah. Okay, and then we come back to center. So you can see that I took all of that off tension. Turn your head to the left. Good, and back to center, and turn to the right. Good, and back to center. So yeah, you had a lot more range of motion on that side. So now we can see we want to release the short and tight side at the back on the right. So again, we create pressure, compression down to the foot, and then I come up into the occipitals to release. And as I'm doing that, is that creating any referral pain? Okay. So always check in. Is that the headache that you typically feel? Is that the eye pain that you've been feeling? There it goes. Okay, I'm right here. It's gonna be tender at first. Okay with that? Okay, you tell me when it's just pressure. And if something's too much, you can always tell me. It's better to let me know. There, see how it let go? That was quick. And we're gonna come in right here. Again, create the compression. Good, perfect. And then again, I'm gonna get you to turn to the left. Remember, we're resetting each time. And then turn to the right. Good, and back to center. So all we did was release the back on the right and the front on the left. So remember that we don't wanna do tractioning or like a lot of manipulation. I got those joints to move. If I wanted to do anything, I would come up and shorten it and bump it. So I come in, shorten everything together, and lift it up. Because the more I compress that area, the better it's gonna feel for her. How does that feel? Yeah, very good. Good. Then we're gonna come into the base of the skull, and again, I'm gonna shorten and hold everything. And she just felt everything relax. There you go. Good. All right, so now I'm gonna move to the jaw. So I'm gonna get you to open up your mouth. Good, and close. So did everybody see how her jaw just opened right there? Yeah, how long has that click been there for?
It's like 9, 8.
Okay.
Longer.
Do you remember why it started? Did you bite something hard or?
Elbowed in the face.
Okay. Yeah, so even though she got elbowed in the face, we know that because of the connective tissue disorder, that was just kind of the catalyst that allowed it to happen. All right, so the first thing I'm just gonna do is squeeze her jaw shut. So remember, she's gonna like compression. I'm gonna squeeze your mouth shut. Are you okay with that? Breathe through your nose. So with our hypermobile patients, we wanna make everything as short and compressed as possible to allow it to come off tension on its own. And hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So we know it was cracking and popping on the right side. So that means the right side needs to be put back in. So I'm gonna hold my pressure on the right side, and I'm gonna ask her to gently try to open up her mouth. So she's gonna reset the joint on the right side. And relax. Good, go ahead and try that again. Perfect, and relax. Good, and it just all relaxed, but we're gonna do it one more time. Good, and let it go. Perfect. All right, go ahead and open up your mouth. Perfect. So you can see now that when she opens it up, it's not doing the big pop on the right. It's actually bilaterally, like doing a jog forward. Did you feel that? Okay, open up your mouth again. Do you see the difference? Okay, so now I'm gonna lift it up. So the right corner of the mandible is being pulled down, and because of that, every time she bites, it's popping up. That's what's happening. So I'm gonna fix the left side at the top of the mandible, and I'm gonna lift the bottom on the right. Are you okay with that? If there's any pain, you just let me know. So again, I'm gonna hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, so she can already feel it relaxing on the right side. 4, 3, 2, and then I'm gonna let go. Good, and gently open. Hardly, right? So now I know that when that's happening and popping forward, I actually need to pull the zygomatic arch on this side and close the zygomatic arch on that side, because it's now these bones of the face that have been pulled to the side as this has gotten tighter. So again, I'm gonna fix the left side and I'm gonna lift the right side. So this time, because I'm creating compression, I'm gonna ask her to open and close a couple times, just a little, and then that's just gonna create tension that's gonna pull this joint back up. So go ahead and open and close. Good, open and close. Open and close. One more time, open and close. So I know you can't see what's happening with my hands, but as she was doing it, I was just creating a little bit more pressure each time, compression, and I just felt everything relax again. So I'm gonna let go. Good. Open up your mouth. Almost gone. Good. Okay, so zygomatic arch is done. We've worked on the jaw. Now I actually have to pull the maxilla down, because I know that she has a high arch, but also it's because of time and the jaw pushing forward, it's actually lifted the zygomatic arch on this side, which is pushing into the sphenoid bone. So I'm gonna anchor the left side and I'm gonna draw the right side down. A lot of pressure behind the nose, around the eyes. All right, open up your mouth and close. I don't know if you can see that. How does that feel? Yeah, good. Okay, still have to balance sphenoid. And then I have to recheck temporal bones. So I'm gonna come into the sphenoid. We can see by the wide frontal bone that the sphenoid is actually pulled back on the right side and lifted on the left. So we're gonna hold the left that's high, and I'm gonna turn the right side up. So I'm gonna start at the bottom. I'm gonna lift the bone up. Good. And at the same time as I turn it up, you're gonna open up your mouth slowly. So go ahead and open up your mouth slowly. Good, and close. And come on either side. There's the mastoid process. I'm just gonna hold on to the back of her neck, so I'm not gonna push up, but I'm just holding as I draw the temporal bones down. So how much are we actually moving these bones? I want to say right now, the same amount as the raspberry seed between your teeth. So you know how good that feels when you floss your teeth? It's how good you feel when bones are put back into the right place and they create the motion that's needed.